What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing NBA play-in news, or let's just talk about the game, right? So, we have the Dallas Mavericks facing off versus the Memphis Grizzlies in a chance for one of these teams to ultimately win the number 8 seed in the West and face off versus the Oklahoma City Thunder, which isn't, too ideal for either one of these teams. But what I will say is I think this particular game, just looking at it on paper, right? I'm looking at the Dallas Mavericks and what they had to endure over the course of their season, not only with the Luka Doncic trade, but losing Kyrie Irving for the season, as well as losing Anthony Davis when he first joined the team for a number of weeks, losing role players, and so on and so forth. You would have thought that the Mavericks, with going to the NBA Finals a year ago, they were going to be a team that was poised to make it back there this year, But you look at the overall amount of injuries that they had to endure, as well as I think continuity has something to do with it as well. This team, in my opinion, is lucky to be exactly where they are. Now, they are coming off of an absolute great performance versus the Sacramento Kings. But what I will say is this Grizzlies team is not that Kings team. I believe that the Grizzlies, just like the Mavericks, are a team that thought they were going to be better than what they were a year ago. And I say that because when I looked at the Grizzlies on paper to begin the season, they were one of my picks to be a surprise sleeper this regular season, But they dealt with a lot of issues as well, even firing Taylor Jenkins. But you look at the injuries to Ja Morant, you look at Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson Jr., they're still talented enough. Zach Edey, a more than promising rookie, can be a liability at times. But I feel like when you look at this game, I think this particular game is going to come down to who wants it more. 48 minutes for the rest of your season, basically, to go on to the playoffs and make some noise. I like what I seen from the Mavericks versus the Kings. With the Grizzlies losing to the Warriors, it didn't show me that they laid down versus the Warriors. They just couldn't finish, right? They just couldn't finish against Golden State. I think in this instance, in this game, a game like this, it's going to be the stars, right? I think you're going to need a big game from Ja. You're going to need a big game from Jaren Jackson Jr. and a big game from Desmond Bane. I think that's the only way the Grizzlies win. The same thing can be said for the Dallas Mavericks. I think you need a huge output from Anthony Davis. I think AD can't do anything less than 25 and 12 in this game. You're going to need the Klay Thompson to shoot the leather off the basketball. You're going to need Dante Exum, Najee Marshall, all of those guys, all hands on deck approach. I don't know what Jason Kidd is going to do as far as the rotations with Spencer Dinwiddie, but I feel like if this is the last time these guys are going to be on the floor together, it's an all hands on deck approach. It has to be. For me, that's the reason why I'm taking the Mavericks to actually win this game. I think what I saw versus the Kings can be duplicated, right? I think that can be duplicated. I think the Mavericks line up as far as their front line, going with a lineup that consists of Anthony Davis being comfortable at the 4. He'll have to play Jaren Jackson Jr. defensively, but that I don't think that's a blip in the road for Anthony Davis. He's a very stout defender. I think you add in Lively to go with Gafford. I like the rotations that Jason Kidd was going with as far as the front court is concerned. Now, again, like I said, both things, I mean, the others can be said, but again, you know, I'm not going to count out Ja Morant and, you know, the rest of the Memphis Grizzlies, but I am taking the Dallas Mavericks to actually win this basketball game and go on to the 8th seed and play against the Oklahoma City Thunder, which is no prize for actually anybody. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Dallas Maverick fans, Memphis Grizzly fans, NBA fans, basketball fans, or if this is just your first time tuning into this channel, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.